Goldie Blue and the Three Bears. This story is about a little girl who finds a cottage in the woods. And as we read this story, look for Blue's Clues to see what story Blue wants to read next. Open the book. One day, Goldie Blue was walking through the forest. She saw a pretty cottage and decided to look inside. Turn the page. In the kitchen, she saw 3 bowls of porridge. Tasting them, she discovered the first bowl was too hot. The second bowl was too cold. The third bowl was just right. Goldie Blue ate it all up. Then she went to the bedroom to rest. The first bed was too hard. The second bed was too soft. The third bed was just right, and Goldie Blue fell asleep. Turn the page. Soon, the bears who lived in the cottage came home. Do you think that Goldie Blue knows that the bears came home? Mr. Salt Bear said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mrs. Pepper Bear said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Cinnamon Bear said, "Someone's been eating my porridge, and it's all gone." How do you think the bears feel about their porridge being eaten up? Yeah, the bears might not be happy about their food being eaten up. Turn the page. In the bedroom, Mr. Salt Bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Mrs. Pepper Bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Cinnamon Bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." And she's still there. Goldie Blue awoke, jumped up, and ran out of the house. Later, she came back to apologize for eating the bears' porridge and sleeping in their beds. They forgave her and welcomed her back to their forest. The end. Oh, and thanks for reading with me. Little Red Riding Magenta. This is a book about a little girl who goes through the woods to visit her grandmother. And as we read this story, look for Blue's Clues to see what story Blue wants to read next. Open the book. One morning, Little Red Riding Magenta decided to take a picnic basket to her grandmother's house. Her friend Blue had told her to go straight there and not talk to any strangers along the way. Turn the page. On her way through the woods, Little Red Riding Magenta met a wolf. He asked, "Where you going?" She replied she was going to her grandmother's house. The wolf hurried to get to her grandmother's house first. He locked her grandmother in a cupboard and lay in her bed. Why do you think the wolf is dressing up like Little Red Riding Magenta's grandmother? Maybe. Let's keep reading to find out. Turn the page. Little Red Riding Magenta arrived. She noticed her grandmother's big eyes. "All the better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf. She also noticed her grandmother's big ears. "All the better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf. Does that look like Little Red Riding Magenta's grandmother to you? Then she noticed her grandmother's big teeth. "All the better to eat you with," the wolf growled. Turn the page. Just then, two lumberjacks in the woods came running to help Little Red Riding Magenta. Hut, hut, hut. They chased the wolf away and rescued her grandmother. Whew. Little Red Riding Magenta learned never to speak to strangers again. The end. Oh, and thanks for reading with me. The Three Little Pigs. This book is about pigs who build different types of houses to live in, and a wolf who wants to get in them. And as we read this story, look for Blue's clues to see what story Blue wants to read next. Open the book. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. The first lazy little pig made his house out of straw. One day, the big bad wolf came and he huffed and he puffed and he blew his house down. Turn the page. The second careless little pig quickly built her house out of sticks. Do you think a house of sticks is going to be sturdy and strong? The big bad wolf came, and he huffed, and he puffed. And he blew her house down too. Turn the page. The third wise little pig worked hard to make her house out of bricks. When the big bad wolf came, he huffed and he puffed. And he puffed and he huffed. But he could not blow the little pig's brick house down. Turn the page. Frustrated, the big bad wolf ran off. Inside, the pigs jumped with joy. Whoa! Yeah! All right! Later, the pigs built new houses out of brick, just like the third wise little pig. And they all lived happily ever after. All right! The end. Oh, and thanks for reading with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, then comes P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs.